I believe sound wise that I achieved clear and loud audio from the interviews I conducted. I needed clear audio so I could put it into my trailer, and if with the addition of music over the top. If it wasn't clear, and if the sound wasn't great, with the trailer, the audience would just be turned off by it. Because obviously, if something isn't clear enough, you'll just be automatically turned off. And with this, the voiceovers are really important. So if the audience couldn't hear what the person was saying, they'll think that it was just poor production and poor like post production as well. So then they'll just be like, oh, this just isn't to a good quality. So why would I watch the rest of it? So I needed to make sure that my sound was perfect. And I have a on my camera. I have an inbuilt mic, so I needed to make sure I was close enough to the person, so the mic could pick up what they're saying. But I think I achieved that pretty well. Um, with my interviews in the Roundhouse, people were playing music while my interviews were being conducted, which was really unfortunate. I thought it would mess up my interviews. However, going back through the interviews, um, you couldn't hear the sound. Well, the sound wasn't detectable um, of the music being played. Um, so luckily, that went well. But next time, I need to make sure that I either just ask them just to stop playing music for just like 10, 15 minutes, or make sure I'm in a location where definitely music won't be heard or being played. Um, but yeah, and then through the dialogue, I believe I got great moments with what people said. For example, when Lewis talked about when Jordan has that feeling and his shoulder movement.
In one. So the confidence mixed with that little bit of like just if you know Jordan, then you just know he has that sort of just that shoulder thing. You know, even about him when he's gassed, he has that shoulder thing as well.
Know how good he is. Moments like that are really good to include because it shows that he believes in his ability, what he does. Also with sound, also with sound, with just the general talking wise, um, I was speaking to the interviewees before, just so we were just used to just a general conversation and back to back. How it looks.
Camera and lighting.
What do you? Just checking how it looks, and then because then I'll just see.
But then you need to decide what you're getting for you. Just spent all the child benefit money, mind you. To build that up. I said I just spent all the child benefit money on Grenada legal fees. Can you imagine
What do you
an
mean
hour?
for Grenada?
An hour. Oh, because of doing Granddad's thing, we had to reseals, probate, something like that out there. So that was like £1,000. So that was all of the child benefit money.
Okay.
I used one half for Jordan's computer, and that was meant to be saving.
So once we got into the interview, it was just pretty easy. And yeah, and then I also ran through the questions quickly with the people, just so they knew what was coming up, and so they weren't surprised by what was being asked. So then they also had time to think of what their answer was going to be. Also with sound, just going into the actual part of the trailer, I know that I'm using music from Jo. Obviously because the documentary is about him, and I'm using songs that I have words in there that reflect in the trailer with what's being said, or due to the general pace of the song and the beat, and his general energy as well. That's how I'm going along. That's how I'm picking the music. So I'm using the freestyle song on SoundCloud and Raw, which is on YouTube, because both of those have a lot of energy, and they have a good build up to to Jo rapping as well, and just throughout. And I feel that those are two great songs to use. So then the audience feel on their feet, and that they start to feel that energy through Jordan. So they aren't just feeling tired watching the trailer. But yeah, that's just my thought process of what music I'm going to use. In post production, I'm increasing the volume um, of the dialogue. This is because I'm including music as well to add energy and give the people perspective on what Joe sounds like and the quality he's at. But yeah, with just the increasing because I'm adding in music as well. Also, I need to make sure that when dialogue is being spoken, that is the loudest thing. So that I'm decreasing the volume of the music, so that you can still hear the music, but the predominant thing you can hear is a dialogue. So yeah, I'm making sure that's perfect. When editing down the interviews, I'm looking for key moments that carry the most throughout the interview. Also, I'm looking for parts that have a strong link with Jordan as well. For instance, when Lewis is talking about celebrities, that won't be included because he went off topic completely, and it didn't have any relevance to Jordan or what was being generally spoken about. With this, I know that I won't use this part, so that's the main part I can take out. I don't want to cut down all the interviews I have. This is because I want to see I want people to see the construction of the interview and how it was developed throughout, and like how what went after each question and how it's just developed. I did change the lighting and the contrast in some of the interviews to give it a warmer feel to it, or to lower the amount of white in the background. But yeah, and then thus I'm going back to what I'm going to use for the trailer. Um, I'm just going through the interviews and then just marking down certain times of when people start and finish their conversations. So then I know what parts go back or what parts I want to use. And then also I'll go through just in case there's other parts I'm like, oh, maybe I can use that as well and see how it works. So the ones that I've selected, they may not be the final ones, only because I may find out that it doesn't work exactly how I initially thought it would. But that isn't much of an issue because I could either cut down from that particular part or use a different part that I first didn't think I was going to use. For my first interview with Jordan at our home, I did edit the last part of the interview. This is when we changed location and the motion of the interview changed as well. At this point, I was focusing on his past temper and how music has helped him channel channel these emotions. Um, I edited this by using a static TV to cross the bridge from the position we changed in the interview. Um, I wanted to construct tension and confusion, um, and I feel I achieved that in a way by having this static TV because people would have been confused why that was there and what was about to come up next. Um, Further to show that the motion of the interview had changed, I changed the footage to black and white, taking away the happiness and the success that we were talking about just before. In the trailer, I'll also have it in black and white as well, so the audience aren't confused by the representation I'm trying to present. Because if they see the interview as one, but then in the trailer it's another, they may think they may get confused on what exactly I was trying to show in a way.